Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 218. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. I had to make sure I checked my agenda. I'm all over the map this morning. It's a beautiful Monday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee. I'm choosing to spread positivity. Thanks for stopping by on this beautiful Monday of bets. Now, we have a loaded show to get into. Plenty of insights, plenty of analysis, and more than enough rabbit holes, and we all can count combined together. But before we get into all of that, please take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the crew. Or if you're watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you're listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too, as we do release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, you can be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you're watching today's show. Hey, hit that other like button, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Hey, maybe leave us a comment. We'd love to connect with you here live on the show, or hit that share button too. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL Pod, and we can't thank you enough when you do all of those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over down there to this episode's description, where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will locate the TalkingTheLine.com website, all of the TTL Crew social platforms, and our additional content, so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful gambling people, joining us for, once again, the TTL Pod, episode number 218. I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my partner, get some picks, get some insights, as I already said, and most importantly, have some laughs, have some little bit of motivation, get that little bit of a mental vacation here over the next hour and a half, if you will. So without further ado, my friends, I don't see him on the screen down there, so I'm wondering what he's got cooked up this morning. Please help me welcome in the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and you best not ever forget, the TTL Crew's resident Southsider and Cheesehead faithful himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how you doing over there today, pal, as I unmute your mic and hit different buttons at the same time?
My man, I am doing fantastic. You took away a little bit of my element of surprise there. I was trying to do the old counts were sliding on, elevated times 2 or 3 there. And, probably a good thing you had my mic muted. Was a little louder than I was expecting over here. But, hey, I'm doing fantastic, my man. How are things on your side? How was the weekend? All things considered, how was it?
Doing spectacular, man. I accidentally hit the right click, so I was trying to fucking unmute it with the left click, but hitting other tabs on the right click, so I'm all over the map here this morning. But spectacular. Hell of a weekend. Saturday, kind of to follow up since the last time you guys saw us, Cup of Joe on campus. Didn't have the best college basketball Saturday. Mags had a pretty solid basketball Saturday. Then I rebounded yesterday big time, went 5-2. Mags did just about. Did you have anything major on college? No, you didn't like yesterday's slate. You don't typically bet on those teams. So I got myself back in order and didn't have to get myself back in order from UFC, my friends. I told you 2 weeks off and I am ready to rock and fucking roll. Almost had the clean sweep, 5-2, up about 4.5 units on the weekend. So a couple of solid plus money poly cashes. I am feeling good and back in action about UFC. Did you play any of those or what'd you end up doing?
Dude, I ended up doing the, I'm blanking on his name already. Whoever opened up the card that we talked about a little bit on Saturday. That one,
Mr. Gordon.
Yeah, dude.
Malcolm X Gordon.
Hell
yes,
yeah,
sir.
dude. That was a nice one. Yeah, I mean, made pretty slight work of that dude.
Well, not how I saw it
Not
shaking
quite.
out. I didn't think he was going to snap his arm in a half guard cinched up against the cage. But hey, I mean, either way, it got the ticket to the pay window. We cashed plus 245 to start the night, baby. And it was just up from there on out. Outside of that, man, nothing major, dude. I just kind of sat back, watched some sports. Not a major cleaning weekend for me. Didn't have a whole bunch of shit to do. What about you? What's else going on with you?
Little golf action. Ended up going 1-2 on my plays this past weekend, dude.
Fuck,
so 3-3 on the year.
I said, where the fuck did you go golfing over the weekend? You said little golf action. Where in the world did you go golfing?
Quick 10-hour drive down south. You know how it is, dude. No. 1-2 on the Pebble Beach. Exciting tournament to watch. Justin Rose had him. I needed 3 top 20s. 2 of the 3 were active yesterday. Fitzpatrick took care of business, plus 170 winner, and then Rose tied 21st coming into the day. Absolutely fell completely apart. I'm pretty sure of all the people that made the cut, he ended up finishing like second to last. So rough day for him yesterday, but it was still a fun one, man. Sure. Took a little sprinkle on old Spiether to win. So also fell apart there at the end, but still exciting.
Hey, is what it is, man. But what'd you say, 1-2?
1-2, so 3-3 on the year now.
Hey, either way, no harm, no foul. Let's see, what's my man got? Thanks for keeping me off the Oklahoma game and the Indiana game. You say me, yeah, we'll pop it up here real quick. Shout out our guy Chris. 7-2 on the weekend. Oh, yeah. Thanks for keeping me off Oklahoma. I told you, partner couldn't stay off. He got involved with Oklahoma and got smacked in the teeth. Indiana as well. I stayed away from that one. And then, hey, appreciate you, and you better believe it, baby. Let's cash some tickets on this beautiful Monday. All right, before we dive into it, because we got plenty to get into today, let's just check this box off the list here first.
Oh, sure.
Raise them up high, my friends. We didn't waste any time here today. To me. Easy. We got electronics. Calm down.
I had my slide in and had to make sure I like double checked my path like 3 different times. Like, am I about to destroy everything I've got going on here or no?
About messed it up. Okay, take your sip and be right back.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, me and Mags, we got 4 plays today. 4 best bets all the way across the board. He's got 1 college basketball, the biggest game on tap today. If you don't know what that is, stick around. You'll find out shortly. He's got 1 NBA play, too. I got 2 mid-major college basketball games. Who would have thunk? Mid-major King has entered the chat. And, you know, it's been a while since we have got truly mad on Monday Madness Parlay, you know.
Ooh.
And today, my friends, we are going fucking insane. I'm telling you, your brain might be oozing out of your ears by the time we get done with the special play today. So stick around. We'll dish that out. We got Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Actually, a little swaction matchup. A little Prairie A&M, Florida
Yes,
A&M. That piques my partner's interest. You know him, the swaction man himself. We'll talk about a couple of key things. Yeah. Stick around for the second half. Stick around for the second half of the show. We ain't nothing crazy quite yet, but stick around second half of the show. Outside of that, partner, before we get this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks, anything else from your side of the screen, late breaking news, sports, gaming, anything in between?
It's fucking Super Bowl week, dude.
It's fucking Super Bowl week. It's fucking Super Bowl week, dude. Hey, shout out all of our guys out there. We got Consig out there in LA. Shout out Ben Scott Stevens. Donnie Rightside. Kevin Walsh. Our fucking guys. All of them out there. We wish we would have been able to make the trip, hang out with you guys, but enjoy it. Enjoy the Rays. We'll hold it down here in snowy Windy City. We'll promise we'll hold it down here for you, and then we'll think of you in heart. We wish you were here. Wish you were enjoying this weather with us, but hey, we understand. So have a great time out there, guys. We'll see you soon. Only a few short weeks coming around from March Madness, baby. But either way, yeah, we got one hell of a week to get through here too. Also, so you got me in another rabbit hole, Mags. Our guest of the day for Wise Words this week is actually the first time we're going to a volume 2. I won't tell you who the return guest is, but we just might talk with him a lot, and we're going to have some Super Bowl angles on that. He'll probably give out some props, some picks he's already looking at. We'll talk about college basketball. We'll talk about NBA. These volume 2s, and I'll talk about it obviously on Wise Words when I introduce everybody, but these volume 2s are going to be more of, hey, you already know the guy. You already know their thoughts and opinions, how they bet. You've been able to follow him because of us. Now, let's kick back and have some conversations because we're all really tight now and we have a great friendship. So that's kind of how these are going to be centered around more of just current events, current sports, current markets we're finding value in, and just have some fun and dive into rabbit holes. So make sure you tune into that this upcoming Wednesday. Wise Words dropping 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. But we'll talk about that on the second half of the show. For now, cut the nonsense, quit the drama, and stop the banter. You could go to every other sports media outlet and get, well, actually not really, because we need that. That's what makes us unique, and that's what makes us the TTL Pods. So without further ado, get your rabbit hole diving shorts on, if those are even a thing. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, we're going to get plenty of them today. Get up on the diving board high for the first segment of the day. RMags Best Bets of the Day. Partner, let them rip. Let them have it. And as always, on this gorgeous Monday of bets, you have the floor.
I appreciate you, my man. Write that bad boy down. Rabbit hole diving shorts. Maybe not that exact name. There's something there. There's something there, right?
Hold on a minute. I just had Chubbies, right? Chubbies, right? That style, summer, rabbit hole diving shorts. You can wear them to the book, and you can walk right out to Circus Stadium swim. Rabbit hole diving shorts at Talking Line Podcast 2022. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. There. I'll write this down. I'll do some brainstorming. As I do, partner, I'm going to flip you over here. Okay. Let them have your best bets of the day.
All right. So you mentioned it, my dude. First game I'll go to, college basketball. Biggest game of the night as far as the national scape is going. Kansas at the Texas Longhorns.
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it. Something, because I talked about this with my brew crew that we needed to do in our Discord, and we're doing this in the fucking chalkboard now. From here on out, I'm going to make a channel right now while you're talking. I'm going to make it quotes from the TTL pod. And I'm gonna toss the quotes, like all the funny shit that we can't ever remember we talked about, but we laughed so hard on the show. That's where it's going. That's where it's going. So rabbit hole diving shorts about to be the first installment. Check out chalkboard on my hat. Yeah. Before we get into another fucking rabbit hole, partner, let him have your bet. We'll talk about it 100%. Later.
Well, that's our first task for whenever we get our first actual intern. That on top of the other things that we already say. Oh, intern, take care of this, those things, and then this. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so biggest game of the evening, Kansas at Texas. Big Monday, partner. Big Monday is what they call these Mondays, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to the spread in this one. Just saw both these teams in action this past Saturday. I'm going to the under, partner. I caught it at 133.5. It is continuing to drop, my friend. I am seeing down in certain spots to 131.5. I know you're a little concerned about this one, partner, but and maybe down at this number, I would be a little more tentative than where I caught it and where we opened up at for sure. I would still take it down to 130. I think this is going to be more of a defensive game than people are realizing here. Texas, first of all, number one in the country, partner, in points per game allowed anywhere. First of all, 54.9. And at home, also number one, down to 48.9 points per game. They're holding people under 50 points per game allowed at home. 51 or less in their last 4 home games. Second of all, Tennessee, top 30 AOE team, is one of those teams as well. That SEC matchup there. And I think they match up well with Kansas and can slow down Ochai Agbaji. First of all, obviously the most important factor for Kansas's offense. So I don't think Texas is going to have too many problems there. And then on the flip side, I've mentioned it now a couple times. I believe I mentioned it on Saturday with Kansas. I'm starting to see something with this Kansas defense, and they showed it against Baylor 100%, man. They locked them down 40 minutes the entire game. They're 66 in the country effective field goal percentage allowed at 47%. It's down to 44% over the last 3 games, and that actually includes that game against Kentucky. So over those last 2, after that Kentucky game, something clicked or they put some type of emphasis on their defense, and it's starting to show over these last couple of games, especially there on Saturday against Baylor. I personally see this, I told you, 65-62 type game. Maybe it gets a little sweatier than that, but I think this is going to be more defensive than people are expecting. 5-2 to the under last 7 following a straight up win is Texas, and 6-1 last 7 as a home dog. 4-1 last 5 versus a team with a win percentage above 600. So a few under trends in this one, partner. 131.5. I guess that might be my threshold of where I would take it actually. So be a little tentative if it goes down even farther than that. But nonetheless, bet number 1 of the day, Kansas and Texas. I caught it 133.5 under. Go ahead and take it 131.5 under. I wouldn't go past that though, partner. What about you?
I wouldn't go past 133 to tell you the truth, because this already dropped down from 137 at open. So how much more are you willing to go down from that? I don't think any more. I think you caught it at probably the last value that it was going to have at the 133. I was even a little bit tentative on that this morning. I know I kind of mentioned to you pre-show, but I was even a little tentative on that this morning because I looked at it and it was like, wow, they're getting 98% of money right now. It just felt like that under was just such a severe monetary like public play, and I just decided to stay out of the Big 12. But hey, I like where your head's at. I like what you're doing. I think you got the right side, the right value, but be a little tentative per me. But hey, it's not my play. It's Mag's play. First best bet of the day, Kansas, Texas, under 133. Partner, what do you got from the NBA hardwood?
All right, headed over there to the old great state of Utah. I am going to the Knicks and Utah Jazz. And I'm actually taking the New York Knicks plus. I caught them plus 8.5. I'm seeing down to 8, 7.5, and 7 across the board. A little bit differing on different markets.
I like that.
If you can catch the 8, definitely get it over there. Still no Rudy Gobert for the Utah Jazz, my friend. And I've talked about them over the last couple of weeks. They've still been overvalued despite that. They have gotten Donovan Mitchell back, but these last 2 wins that they've got is causing them to be once again overvalued pretty severely, in my opinion. Last 2 wins that they got, last 2 games, that's against the Nuggets without Nikola Jokic, 108-104. That is a brutal team without Nikola Jokic, to say the least. That man should be an MVP candidate for sure. And then take down the Brooklyn Nets, as 5.5 point favorites, 125-102. The Nets are in fucking shambles right now. They had no James Harden. They've got essentially Kyrie Irving and a G League team around them right now. So I'm essentially calling fooey to these last 2 wins, partner, because their defense is still extremely flawed without Rudy Gobert. They've lost, entering those 2 games, they had lost 5 straight, and it was because of what they did defensively. And now you've got this New York Knicks team who actually offensively has been playing a little bit better. But people see how them primetime Saturday night choke against the Los Angeles Lakers in the 4th quarter. And I understand, but they were dominating that game for 40 minutes or so, give or take. And I think that one's going to be out of their mind pretty quickly. And they're going to get back to playing well offensively here, exploiting this bad Utah Jazz defense without Rudy Gobert. The Knicks trend-wise here, offensively, or excuse me, not offensively, just overall, 5-1 last 6 on Monday, partner. So good Monday trend here, believe it or not. 8-3 last 11, following an 18th loss. So when they fall against the number, they tend to get their lick back. The books kind of value them as if they're that team that's going to start scuffling, and they don't typically scuffle that hard if you are catching my drift here. Jazz 3-7-2 last 12 following a straight up win. The last couple of weeks, partner, up until the last couple of weeks, you pop open the Jazz on our site that we like to use as far as covers or anywhere you're finding trends. You're seeing a laundry list of positive trends for the Utah Jazz. Not the case so much anymore, especially without Rudy Gobert here. I just mentioned 3-7-2 last 12 following a straight-up win. 3-12-1 last 16 as a home favorite. They have been crazy overvalued at home here. And 0-5 last 5 versus a team with a losing straight-up record. Wow. So I don't know if I really need to go into depth how overvalued they are in certain spots like these. And believe it or not, my friend, to close it all out for myself here today, the Knicks 12-4 last 16 in Utah, 25-7 last 32 against the number versus the Jazz in general, my friend. This is an under the radar ass whooping over the last few years, my friend. I couldn't believe my eyes. And that was the final cherry on top, my friend. So I love this one today. I love it down to 6.5, I would say, partner, because I kind of expected to go down there, if you ask me. But nonetheless, I'll happily take it at 8.5 for my final and only NBA bet of the day, my friend.
I do like it there too, man. You said it's down to 6.5, 6 in some spots. Is that what you were saying?
Down to 7 in some spots.
To 7 in some spots. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't take it under 6.5, but right. Maybe I would. Maybe they win this one outright. I don't know. Some of those last key trends you laid down there, maybe the old Knicks show up and do some work on the Jazz. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have to take note tonight. I think it's New York forever with the Knickerbockers, baby. Back my partner. I already am. The New York Knicks, +7. Or, hey, whatever you're finding out on your current favorite sports book. Partner, anything else you got in regards to your best bets, maybe not your best bets, any insights, analysis you forgot, anything in between?
I guess the only thing I forgot is a lot of monetary liability on the old Jazz so far, my friend, and it's dropping, so who am I? I don't know. But, yeah, take it away, my friend. That's all I got.
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're here to my left, and now all of a sudden to my right. So glad you're always present with me. Appreciate you and your picks, my friends. Make sure you all out there get those locked in. And speaking of lock in, strap back into your seat. Don't you go anywhere because we got more best bets to get through. It's time for my best bets of the day. All right, my friends. Mid-Major King crown has officially been placed on top of the dome piece, and it is time to get through my 2 best bets of the day, both coming from mid-major conferences, both on the college basketball hardwood. First one we're calling the Conference USA Crusher, my friends. We're going to the Charlotte 49ers against the FIU Panthers. We're taking the over 136. Line movement is what really got me on this one. Opened at 138, down to 135, and then started to get buyback as I had it sitting in my bet slip. It was up to 136. I caught it at 136. I see it going up to 136.5, 137 in some spots. I think it's all over the map. A reason mainly why I locked this one in is because my line, I got 142.1, so I was looking for my notes, but I realized I threw it away, and I wrote it on this note. Like, what are you doing, guy? 142.1 is what I got on that, and I think we have plenty of wiggle room, obviously, with that. And I was also looking, too, and the under right now is getting severe monetary liability. 98% of money, 99% of money. Kind of depends on where you're looking at. But I write that college basketball blog every day, my friends, and I see these exact splits every single day, and these have not been making it to the pay window. I love the over in this spot, mainly because of the recent things that have been going on with these two teams. In their last 3 games overall, respectively, Charlotte has been scoring 66.3 points per game, allowing 70 points per game. FIU scoring 75.7 and allowing 77.3. So I don't think either team's going to have an issue scoring here. I think people are looking at their tempo just a little bit too much. I mean, they're outside of the top 200, but it's not like they're the 300. They're the slowest teams, and I think they're just looking into that just a little bit too much. And also they're looking into the historical trends a little bit too much. Oh, this is an under matchup. It's always an under wagon. They've been in the 140s. They've been in the 150s, and now we're down to 135, 136. I'm not buying it. I think this one goes up into the 140s, no problem. We have a sweat-free cash to get it started. Not to mention, these two teams have already played each other this year. 68-65, Charlotte won in Charlotte in overtime. If you're telling me FIU's not pissed off and ready to hang an 80 burger on these boys, you're out of your damn mind. And all we need in that ballpark is 60 points from the old 49ers, and we are set to rock and roll. But you don't believe me that this is going to be a sweat-free cash. Believe a couple key trends. The over is 10-3 in Charlotte's last 13, following a straight-up win. 4-0 in FIU's last 4 is the over, following an ATS win. The over 6-1 in FIU's last 7 home games, and 5-1 in their last 6 home games versus a team with a losing road record. That's losing straight-up road record. I absolutely love this over. I think it's going to fly well over. Again, my line, I got 142.1, so I think we got a lot of room to work with. Lock it in, but don't go over that 138, 139. If it does get back up there, I think it'll be a little bit more sweaty for you around that ballpark. But there you go. First best bet of the day, Charlotte versus FIU, over 136.
I like it, my man. You've been on these mid-major totals pretty damn well the last couple of weeks, so I certainly will not disagree with you on this one.
Yeah, boy. I appreciate it, my man. Yeah, looks like it's back up to 137.5, 138. The Sharps, and your boy, the rhombuses, the parallelogram. He's moving lines. No, there ain't no fucking way I bet enough to be moving lines like that. But I do bet some substantial amounts. Enough. Not enough to be moving lines like that, though. I'll admit to that. However, that's neither here nor there. We got more area to fertilize. We let the grass grow under that first play. Now it's time to go and spread some more seeds, some ticket cash and
fertilizer and the roots and
I put flour up on the board and there's fertilizer and everything below fertilizer. You got work, and the work is what really makes it. We all want the process. We all want the results. We're all doing this every single day. We all. Get me down that rabbit hole. Shout out newbie. You got me. Oh man! Shout out all of our Philly guys. Man, oh man, what a coach that guy was, huh? He's he'll be coming. Why am I Sirianni? I'm trying to think of his fucking name. I couldn't think of his fucking name. All right. Second best bet. Get me out of the NFL for a minute. We're sticking with college basketball. Second best bet of the day. We're calling this one the A10 Annihilator, my friends. We're going to the George Mason Patriots against the Richmond Spiders, and contrary to popular belief, you know me, damn it feels good to be contrarian. Damn, it feels good to be contrarian. We're taking the George Mason Patriots plus 8.5, baby. The line movement is what really got me on this one. Opened up at 7, despite really any key like, oh, this is a sharp side, this is a public side, whatever. It moved up to 8, and we've seen that time and time again this year of that's kind of a classic trap of the public seeing that and it got to a key number. We have to hammer that in before it goes over that key number. Well, too late. I think it's not going to matter either way. I don't see this thing finishing by more than a bucket, 2 buckets maximum, with potentially George Mason winning this one outright. Now, I'll talk about them in a minute. Let me tell you a little bit about Richmond and why I think they're overvalued. It's because they're 8-3 straight up, but 4-7 against the number on their home hardwood, and 12-11 against the number overall this season. They've been decent as small favorites, small underdogs, but these big favorite spots have not been good for them. Not to mention, they're coming off of a 71-61 win against St. Bonaventure on their home hardwood. And my friends, the last time they got a solid win like that, they were in just about this exact same situation against the Davidson team, another A10 team, obviously not George Mason, but still, they were in this very similar position, and they lost that one outright right to follow it up. I think that's what we might see, but again, at the bare minimum, this isn't finishing by more than 2 buckets, because George Mason has been solid on the road. They might be 3-4 straight up, but they're 4-3 against the number, and they have covered these dog spots very handily. They're 12-8 ATS overall this season, and they're also coming off of back-to-back losses and failed covers. So I love this as a huge rebound spot, and the public to just be glossing right over them. Oh my gosh, they're skidding, they're going down. I don't like that at all. I think they are turning things around. I think this is a big rebound spot for them. Last but certainly not least, a couple of key reasons here why I think this line is the way it is. I looked a little deeper, and I saw that Josh Oduro is out, or questionable. It might be out questionable. I'm going to play this as if he's going to be out. I think he's going to be in either way, but I will mention he does score 17.7 points per game. Now, he is on George Mason Patriots. He is the Patriots. So The reason why I say I don't think it's going to matter, there are 3 double-digit scorers right behind him, and I think it's kind of that next man up mentality. This is a scrappy bunch in the Patriots, and I really think they have somebody who's willing to step up, ready to rock and roll. And like I said, 3 additional double-digit scorers, and I mean well into the double digits. We're not just talking barely scraping 10. I'm talking 12, 13, 15 points per game. So I absolutely love these guys to step up. And then home and away scoring splits, one final thing that I really wanted to mention here. George Mason scoring 72.7 on the road, averaging 80 points per game over their last 3 overall, 74.3 points per game allowed on the road as well. Richmond, 74.4 points per game at home. They're only averaging 69 points over their last 3 games and allowing 68.5 points on their home hardwood. Now, obviously, you see that the defensive numbers being pretty far apart there. The 74.3 and the 68.5. Obviously, you would think that Richmond's defense is going to be a lot better. It is solid at home, but they haven't played teams that have been bigger and more physical than them. And why do I mention that? Because George Mason is. George Mason ranks 123rd in height per KenPom, and Richmond ranks 246th. So I think George Mason out-physicals them. I think this is a dirty, scrappy, nasty game, and I just think this is too many doggone points, and I think you should take all 8. I'd take it down to 6, even 4.5. I don't think this finishes by more than 2 buckets. But as always, you don't believe me? For the final time, believe the trends. George Mason, 5-0 against the number. Their last 5 as a dog. 4-1 against the number. Their last 5 as a road dog. 4-0 against the number. Their last 4 road games versus a team with a winning straight-up home record. And 4-1 ATS. Their last 5 following an ATS loss. Now, Richmond, 5-11 against the number. Their last 16 Monday games. 2-6 against the number. Their last 8 home games versus a team with a losing straight-up road record. 1-4 against the number. Their last 5 home games. And 1-4 against the number. Their last 5 as a home favorite. They're overvalued point blank, period. And not to mention, the favorite has covered in 5 out of the last 6 meetings between these two teams, with the dog covering every other one in the previous 10. I love the dog to get back on the right track. That being George Mason today. Take the Patriots, plus 8.5. Second, final, best bet of the day.
I like it, my man. The thing that you said that I also agree with 100% is not only those last 2 losses and failed covers, but by a freaking hair against some really, really freaking good teams, man. And so on paper, you say, oh, they've lost, they're scuffling. But I say, oh, contraire, they were probably overvalued in those 2 spots. Would you agree?
Well, I was going to mention those, but I was just going to save a little bit of time not to let more hot air out of my body. But it was 78-83 against LaSalle, 2.5-point favorites. They just barely let it slip away at the end. And then they went to overtime with St. Louis over the weekend, lost 92-90. So they are a scrappy bunch, my friends. They've been covering and winning outright since then, and I don't think we have anything to worry about here. So there you go, my second and final best bet of the day. All right. We might as well just keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks with the third segment of the day, my friends. The real reason why you all come around here, because we're all good degenerates at the end of the day. We like some extra juice. It's time for the Monday Madness Parlay, my friends. And you know what? We should probably call this the Monday Insanity Parlay. This doesn't even qualify for madness. I mean, this is like times 10 of madness. This is bananas. We haven't brought a 5-leg special play to the TTL pod in months. And when we have that much confidence, generally doggone cash. And I'm thinking this one's going right to the pay window. And my friends, just imagine now how upset every bookmaker on this market will be when they have to pay us out at 20-1 odds on this bad boy. Whew! I can already see it. Hey, shout out Jeff Benson. But we're going to be bankrupting you left, right, and center here today, my friends. So strap in. Monday Madness Parlay. 5 legs on the bad boy. We got 4 college basketball, 1 NHL. Are we hockey cappers? Yes, we certainly are.
Yes.
First leg up on, none of that. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Leg number 1. We're taking the UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Plus 8 is what we caught them at. Looks like it's plus 7. Looks like it's down to plus 6.5 in some spots. And it falling even more than that, partner?
I'm seeing 6 in some spots, yeah.
6 in some spots. So, it is falling. I think this is just a classic case of the books messing up a number, just like I think they did with George Mason. I mean, this one is obviously we're seeing it drop, but I think it's because the books are seeing so much money come in on Richmond. Either way, we're talking about UNCW against Hofstra. Hofstra has just been a point-blank, period, bad team here as of late, and UNC Wilmington just has not. Now, historically, this would be the correct line. This year, it is completely incorrect. And if you don't believe me, believe a couple key trends. The Seahawks, 8-0 against the number their last 8 as a dog, 5-0 against the number last 5 as a road dog, 12-1 against the number their last 13 overall, 10-1 against the number their last 11 following an ATS win, and not to mention 26-10-4 their last 40 Monday games against the number. So they come out of the weekend ready to rock and roll. But Hofstra, my friends, I don't know about all that nonsense. They don't have any terrible things, but the one thing that really stood out to me, 8-22-1 against the number their last 31 home games versus a team with a road winning percentage of greater than 600. So any team that's a straight up solid team, they've been able to come in and at least handle business against the number against them, and I think that's exactly what we see from the Seahawks. Partner, anything else from you on first leg of Monday Madness Parlay?
UNCW got the win at home. Going to come in. Bad matchup for Hofstra. Going to get I think they can get another straight up win in this one, my friend.
I like it a lot. All right. Second leg. We're going to the matchup between the Chattanooga Mocs and the Mercer Bears. We ain't taking a side. We're going to the total. We're taking the under 137.5. This seems to have way too much value here. This one looks way too low, honestly, to not go under. And why do I say that? Because everybody and their brothers are going to see this as one of the only other premier games outside of Kansas and Texas here today. This is probably one of the highlight SoCon games of the day, one of the earlier games on tap, and I think they're just going to be banking on this total just flying over, and I really don't think it's going to happen. I think this one is going to stay way under. I see both teams not getting out of damn near the mid-60s, if that. I think both teams struggle to score on both ends of the floor, but there are a couple of key trends here. Mercer is 26-10 to the under their last 36 games, following a straight-up loss. 4-1 to the under their last 5 Monday games, 4-1 to the under their last 5 as a dog, and 7-1 is the under in their last 8 games overall, 4-0 their last 4 home games. So if any team's the wagon here, it is Mercer to the under, and I don't think this one flies over at all. Partner, anything else you got on leg number 2?
Not a ton. I like what Chattanooga's been doing defensively the last couple of weeks, my man, and Mercer offensively been quote-unquote scoofling a little bit. So I like it, my man. Scooflin
at Talking Line Podcast, CC 2022. I was also thinking, just put that in the old chalkboard app. The quotes from the TTL pod, it's in there. No, I didn't put that in there. You obviously didn't see I updated the channel in there if you haven't seen it on your phone. That's what I was just saying, but I'll put that in there as well. So there you go. There you have it. Second leg. Leg number 3. The fourth college basketball leg. We're going to the matchup between the Temple Owls, or the third college basketball leg, I'm sorry, Temple Owls and the USF Bulls, my friends. And we're taking the Temple Owls -4. For the sheer fact that this line is completely wrong. This one should be up to 6.5, 7. I'd even take this up to 8.5. I think the Owls win by double digits with ease. They have been damn good this year. 5-2 against the number last 7 Monday games. 5-2 against the number last 7 as a favorite. 4-0 against the number their last 4 road games. They're also 4-0 against the number their last 4 following a straight up and an ATS win. And that is something that the old Bulls just can't say. They're 0-4 against the number last 4 overall. 0-4 against the number last 4 as a dog, 1-4 against it their last 5 as a home dog. They're also 2-5 ATS last 7 following a straight up loss, and 8-20 against the number their last 28 home games, my friends. USF is completely overvalued in this spot here today just because they're on their home hardwood. Do not trust that. Partner, anything else for leg number 3?
Haven't cracked 55 over their last 4 games anywhere. Haven't cracked 50 their last 2. And they're going up against a damn good defense in the Owls, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it either. There you go. There you have it. Leg number 3. Leg number 4, now the fourth and final college basketball leg before we lace up the old hockey skates. We're going to the match between the Southern Utah Thunderbirds and the Montana Grizzlies, and we're hammering in Montana Grizzlies -2.5, just because the Thunderbirds are a little bit of a public darling, and this tends to be the spot that you jump right on them, because I've done it multiple times this season, and they kick you square in the damn teeth. Now, I looked and I said, whoa, Montana, 2 straight losses. What the Weber State and Idaho State? What the hell's going on?
So I had to look a little bit deeper, and I think that's exactly why this line is the way it is. They are due for a huge rebound after 2 road games, again, against Weber State and Idaho State. Idaho State is the bottom of the barrel. No, as a matter of fact, under the bottom of the barrel in the Big Sky Conference, and these old Grizzlies are going to be pretty pissed off coming back home. So I don't think it's going to be good for Southern Utah. I think they could potentially lose this by double digits, but we will lay the 2.5 with the Montana Grizzlies for the 4th leg of the Monday Madness Parlay. Partner, anything else from you?
Haven't lost a damn game at home. Have the Montana Grizzlies, my friends. This home hardwood ain't nothing to trifle with, if you catch my drift over here, dude.
Oh, I do. So 5th and final leg. Now, lace up your hockey skates, get on the sweaters, and get ready to dive on the ice because we are going to the matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we see a shootout. Does it get over? Maybe. We think so, potentially. I don't know. Do we know a side wins? Who cares? Doesn't matter to us. Because we're going to a total. This has been our market, my friends. A team total, as a matter of fact. And right now it is a 60-minute team total. We're taking the Carolina Hurricanes over 2.5 total goals in their matchup tonight with those aforementioned Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, they have gone over 2.5 in 8 out of the last 10 meetings against the Maple Leafs. This is going to be a shootout and a half. I love them to at least get to 3 by no later than the second period. I think this is going to be a wild shootout type of game. Partner, anything else you got over there, my man?
Toronto's been defensively a little shaky. 3 of the last 4 games themselves have allowed 3 or more goals, my friend.
Sure enough, and looks like, too, that the Hurricanes are the sharp side here, as far as if Sharps or the public are playing one side or the other. So if that means they're the sharp side, I think they're going to be able to put plenty of pucks in net. So there you go, leg number 5. Now, we'll recap it all here in a minute, but again, paying out over 20-1 odds, the Monday Madness Parlay. Let's just get right on into it here. I'll change this old ticker up, and as I do, I'll get the recap graphic all going. Partner, anything else you got left to add on to the Monday Madness Parlay there?
The old Monday Madness Parlay. How low would you go with that UNCW spread there if that one keeps dropping? Because that one appears to be the one that's moving the most.
I would still probably take that down to 4.5. Like,
4.5. Okay.
Yeah, I think I probably still would, to tell you the truth. And here I go. I
think they messed that one up, honestly.
I really think they did. The fact that it's dropping that fast already, I really think it's going to keep dropping. And yeah, I don't think it's going to go down to 4.5 by any means, but I would definitely take it to 4.5. So
right.
Okay, producer Colt now gone. Host Colt back in action. Just for a brief moment until I have to do more producing duties and pop this shit back up on the screen. But for now, my friends, rip out your sports books, pull out your paper, your pens, your pencils, or whatever mode, means, or method you utilize to take stock of the TTL Crew's best bets of the day, because for this beautiful Monday of bets, February 7th, 2022, the TTL Crew's best bets of the day are now live on your screen. Please turn your attention. Let me make a little bit of adjustment so you don't miss anything. There we go. Now, please, so kindly turn your attention right next to my box here, top left portion of your screen. RMags picks of the day. He's got 2 coming at you. First on the college basketball hardwood, he's taking the the Kansas Jayhawks against the Texas Longhorns under 133.5. Hey, I'm human, people. Give me a damn break. Also on the NBA hardwood, he's taking the New York Knickerbockers in their matchup tonight against the Utah Jazz. Opposite side of the screen, top right portion, you got my 2 picks, baby. Mid-Major King has again entered the chat. They are the Charlotte 49ers against the FIU Panthers over 136. And I'm also taking the George Mason Patriots plus 8.5. Now, next to my partner's box. In between us somewhat, who knows? It's kind of right in that general vicinity. Either way, it is the Monday Madness Parlay. All 5 legs on that bad boy, paying out at over 20-1 odds the last time we checked. The UNC Wilmington Seahawks plus 7. Chattanooga against Mercer under 137.5. The Temple Owls minus 4. Montana Grizzlies minus 2.5. And the Carolina Hurricanes over 2.5 team total goals. Parlay all those bad boys up. Let's get that special play to the window. Let's get all 4 straight plays to the pay window. Let's bankrupt every single book on this damn market. But before we can, we need you to Lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's TTL Crew best bets of the day that are clearly primed for ticket cashing into whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book.
I love it, dude. One of my favorite courts, and I believe you've mentioned it as one of your favorite courts. Where the hell are we?
This one would not be. It would be Florida Atlantic. Abyssinian Court would be one of mine.
Okay,
not
I like this one,
FIU's, but I do like FIU's as well. I don't know what FIU's is called.
FIU Ocean Bank Arena.
Ooh, Ocean
Pretty
Bank
cool.
Arena. Yeah, I know Abyssinian. I don't know why that one's always been so easy for me. FAU, that's Florida Atlantic University. Abyssinian Court. But yeah, okay. Ocean Bank Arena. I bet a lot on FIU last year, to tell you the truth, dude, and they have just not been those guys, pal, this year.
No.
I was thinking about actually backing them today. They were the side I wanted, but I was like, damn. If I'm thinking they're going to do that, this total's going to go way over. So I think that's got way more value. Then I ran my numbers. I said, 142.1. Son of a bitch, I'm in the boat. Here we go, gently down the stream. Woo! All right, last little bit of text on the screen. Moneyline Dice roll. That's right, we got Perv against Fam.
Heyo. Famu.
Heyo against Famu. As we come back into the main portion of your screen here, my friends, we tell you that Perv versus Famu is really Prairie View A&M Panthers against the Florida A&M Rattlers. And my friends, it would be the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Now, this line actually was jumping all over the place last I saw. I looked at the total. The total was at like 6 different prices across the market.
Really?
Yeah, when I looked at it last, so I'm interested to pop back into that and what the spread's doing, everything all in between. So, partner, if you could be so kind, indulge us. What's happening? I'll get our guest of the day out, and then we'll let them rock and roll.
Yeah, you mentioned it. It is all over the place, but on FanDuel, when we were looking about an hour or so ago, hour and a half ago, it was a 1-point spread. Florida A&M Rattlers up to -2.5, partner, on FanDuel, 2 and a couple other spots. But A&M -2.5, -106 are the odds there. -144 on the money line. +120 for Prairie View on the money line, and then the total also jumping all over the place. As you said, 139.5 over here on FanDuel. I see 140 on Bet Rivers and a couple other spots, and 140.5 somewhere else. So these SWAC matchups, typically a little harder to get money tracking on these because it is the stinkiest of the stinky conferences, if you will. Looks like the total is 31% of bets, 31% of money on the over, 69 on the under. That is all of the tracking that I am seeing over here. So I have absolutely no idea who's playing what, and I don't know who's winning what points are doing what. So yeah, I think this is a good one for the dice, my man.
Sure enough, do you remember what happened with the Dallas money line and over on Friday? Or, yeah, it was Friday. You remember what happened with that?
I sure don't.
You could go back on the action real quick. Did you track it? Because if you tracked it while we're writing everything down here, that'd be pretty cool if you did. Because then I could tell all of our fine viewers out
What
there.
did we take?
We took Dallas money line and the over 210.5.
It was Dallas in the under.
Dallas in the under, so a dub and an L. Made for last week to be 3-4, my friends. So do with that information as you wish. A little under 50% there, but not terrible. But we ain't talking about that. We're going to Prairie View A&M FAMU. We got 2-7-2022. Holy shit, partner. It's been 2 months since my birthday already. What in the hell is going on around this world, dude? Jiminy Christmas, does time fly when you're having fun, my friends? Little dice ASMR for you here this morning. As I get our boys, the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful, cubicle objects that be the Moneyline Dice heated up, it is now time for the first roll of the day. Are we going to the home team, Florida A&M Rattlers, or are we saying, hey, no, the Road Dogs got the value, Prairie View A&M Panthers? I don't know, neither does Mags, but I assure you we all find out in a 3, in a 2, in a 1. Home team!
Okay.
Home team.
I like it.
Home team. FAMU. Moneyline or ATS, will we be getting a little chalky on that money line? Are we just going to hide and lay the bucket in the hook? I'm fine with the bucket in the hook, but I am not the Moneyline Dice. This bad boy is, and we soon find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Moneyline.
Okay. Minus 144.
Money line. Unofficially, the Florida A&M Rattlers on the money line. Final roll of the day, the wild card die. Will the die be doubling down to start the week, or will they say, boys, we need a little extra screen time? We apologize. We don't typically like to do this, but in the nature of cashing tickets, sometimes we got to re-roll. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they even go to the total. Mags hasn't a clue either, but this damn wild card die does, and it soon lets us know. In 3, in 2, in 1. Over
39.5.
Over. So is that the lowest total around, or what? They're all over
39.5.
fucking man. Okay, 139.
Sure is.
The dice have spoken! If you want a guaranteed take 2 tickets to the window here tonight. No questions, no qualms, no queries, none of the bullshit. Not for me, not for Mags, not for any living, heart-beating, breathing human being on this planet, but per the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful cubicle objects that be the Moneyline Dice hammer in right here, right now. Florida A&M, the Rattlers, on the money line, and the over 139.5 in their matchup with the Prairie View A&M Panthers tonight. Thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice. Okay, boys, we'll take that. Let me track it over here so we're all in business. FAMU on the money line and the over 2. No, that's not right. That's a fucking NBA total 139.5. I don't know why 219.5 came to my mind right there. I don't know what I was looking at.
I do that sometimes.
There we go. There we have it. The Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Okie dokie, artichokes. Well, that got us primed up for a little bit of nonsense. We got plenty more rabbit holes to dive into. 10 minutes till the top of the 11 o'clock hour, so plenty of extra time to get even more weird than we have been for the first 50 minutes of this show. So without further ado, let's dive into that aforementioned second half. And partner, what's been burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 218 of the TTL Pod on this absolutely gorgeous February the 7th, 2022.
My friend, it is freaking Monday.
Movie Monday, baby.
First
movie.
things first, Jackass just came out the other day. Didn't get a
Hi,
chance to
I'm
see
Johnny
it.
Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Dude, I want to see it so bad. First of all, top of the box office, of course.
Love it.
Didn't hear anyone seeing it, though, did you?
No, I have not heard anybody venture out.
Honestly,
I don't hear anybody really venturing out to the movie theaters anymore, to tell you the truth.
That's very fair. That's very fair. The whole week, though, I was like, damn, like, I actually might want to see that, like, this weekend. And then, like, I got to, like, Saturday, we went out to an errand, did an errand, and then past the movie theater. And I was like, oh, yeah, Jackass is over there today, huh? But yeah, so I didn't get to see it. But yeah, number 1 on the box office. But how about some movie trivia, my friend?
Sign me up.
Keep it short and sweet. I got some good ones that I like today, though, dude. I got a handful, and maybe we'll find some other ones. Let's see. Where should we start? I
don't know. It's your sidebar.
Easy. Maybe it's a little older than we realize. Who is the voice of Alex the Lion in Madagascar?
Alex the Lion in Madagascar. Oh, come on. No, I don't. Who? For some reason, I'm thinking of who the co-star in The Big Lebowski.
It is not. I'm blanking now.
John Goodman. Is that John Goodman? Is that right? But it's not. That's not who it is. But is that John? Mm-hmm. I think that's John Goodman. Oh, I gotta look that up.
I mean, John Goodman's in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah. So that's who John. Okay, so it's John Goodman. So it's not him. That's who I was thinking it was. Any type of hint? Like, goodness gracious, I don't watch animated movies. I haven't been forever since I watched.
That's what I was saying. Maybe I thought it was gonna be easier, but he's a comedy actor. Dodgeball.
Whoa.
If you don't know, you don't know. Ben
Yeah,
Stiller.
I don't know. It is Ben Stiller. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, I would have never guessed that in a million years, dude. Never would have guessed that in a million years.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really watch animated movies, bro. Just don't watch animated movies. You guys see, you
feel
got,
like that
you
was
got
still-
a girlfriend. You guys watch all animated movies all the time.
I haven't watched. No, that one. I don't know. That one I felt like was in like our sweet spot of like still we were young enough when it was super popular. I don't know because I
think I was just like
10 years, but
I think I was just like barely getting out of the phase of like those movies. I think so. I don't know because I just
enough.
like I watched it, but I just like never locked in and watched it. So there you
enough.
go. More you know. Ben Stiller, the voice of Alex the Lion in Madagascar. Shout out.
okay. Who turned down the role? This one might be tough. Who turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix?
Oh, dude.
Fairly big name.
Yeah. And it complete opposite of Keanu Reeves, if you know what I'm saying.
In a lot of ways, sure.
Yeah, complete opposite. Like, I just read this the other day too with the new Matrix coming out. I literally just read this the other day. Oh,
Another guy that's like a famous actor, like
Yeah.
loved for some things, kind of gets made fun of for how he does how he carries himself certain ways, you know.
can you give me one of his recent movies without giving it away?
Recent movies, I don't know
Or
about
not
a
even.
recent
I mean, it doesn't even have to be
movie.
recent. What do you? Anything to your top of your mind?
The one that's gonna make all I can think of is like ones that's gonna make it super, super, super easy. A movie, fictional movie that deals with national history, very important piece of national history.
Oh fuck. Bro, why, dude? I am now. Oh my gosh, I am Nicolas Cage.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Hot dog. I could not think of Nicolas Cage. I could see his face. I couldn't think of his name.
because then I was gonna. Well, National Treasure is the only thing that's coming to my mind, but that's gonna
Yeah.
be way too fucking obvious. But yeah, Nick Cage, dude. I mean, that
Really?
would have been weird, right?
Well, no, I was thinking it was somebody else, but I guess I guess I was totally off base.
Hey,
But
according
again,
to this website, at least. I mean,
I can't remember who I was thinking it was, but I was thinking it was somebody totally different than Nicolas Cage. But maybe not. I don't know. Nicolas
know.
Cage turned down the role of The Matrix. Neo.
the
Matrix.
quote. Okay, the quote. Interested to see if I feel like if you've seen this movie, you'll know. If not, you might not know, and it's definitely going to go to the top of your watch list. The quote from the famous quote by Brad Pitt. What's in the box? What's
7.
in the box? 7. Yes. Have you seen that movie?
One of my favorites of all time. Come
Okay.
on.
Very good.
100%. It's
We've
one-
never
it
talked
was
about
one-
that one before.
It was one of my
I saw that one in college.
first. I saw it my sophomore year of high school. I think it was right when Netflix came out. Funny story. Right when Netflix came out, when Netflix wasn't even a subscription service. Like Netflix was you fucking order the DVD and they ship it to you and then you stick it back in. That was the first movie I ever ordered from Netflix was 7, and I watched that movie. Little how you doing? Keep it moving. So hey,
you
yeah,
doing?
7. What's in the fucking box?
Which I had no idea until I watched that movie that's where that was
where that's
from
from.
either. And so I was watching it. I was like, it was one of those moments where you're just like,
Really? Oh, yeah. It's a great movie. Great movie.
good movie though, too. Yeah. Speaking of good movies, I don't know if you're a film populating the site too often or not. What's the number one movie ever, or highest rated movie ever according to IMDb?
Highest rated movie ever per IMDb.
Godfather is number 2. Just to give you a couple hints, like the type of movie we're talking here. Godfather Part 2 is number 3. Dark Knight is number 4.
Oh.
I believe you are a big fan of this movie.
Well, I'm just gonna say my favorite movie, and hopefully it's a shot in the dark that works. The Shawshank Redemption.
Correct. Number 1.
Let's go! Yeah, it's my favorite movie of all time, dude. Get
Hell
busy
yeah.
living or get busy dying. Damn right. Fucking
1.
love it, dude. I also read the book. I love that movie so much. Fucking Stephen King wrote the book. It's called The Seasons. It's a 4-part book. It's fucking electric, dude. You want to talk about reading a book that'll transport you in space and time? Get The Seasons by, well, why am I blanking? Stephen King. Seasons by Stephen King. Absolutely electric. Huh. Thank you, partner. Thanks for mentioning my favorite movie of all time on Movie Monday. What else you got for
Number
me?
1, dude. Big fan of IMDb, by the way.
Oh, yeah, 100 bands.
Sometimes I just cruise through there like, oh, I haven't seen this movie. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this movie. In which movie does the character awaken to a future 500 years in the future where he's the most intelligent average person? 500 years in the future, he wakes up and he's the most intelligent person. If you haven't seen it, then you probably don't know.
Man, maybe I haven't. Like, this doesn't feel like. I don't know. I don't think
No,
so.
actually, so I was going back and forth
Is
with
it
somebody
new?
about it on
Is
Twitter.
it new or?
2006.
I mean, maybe. Like, I'm a movie
It's
buff, but that just doesn't sound right. Like, I just.
If you haven't seen it, then
just
if
don't
you've
think I
seen it,
have.
then it's like an instant Idiocracy.
I
If
got
you
my
haven't-
movie. I got my movie for this Monday. It just popped in my
Okay.
head. But what is it called?
Idiocracy.
Oh, Idiocracy. Yeah, I've seen that. I've
Okay.
seen it. It used to run on Comedy Central all the time. Like, it's
Yeah.
been forever since I fucking like watched it start to finish. But like, anytime I saw it on Comedy Central, like I would pop in and watch like a good 5-6 scenes and at least do a commercial or whatever the hell might be. Yeah, I love Idiocracy. It's funny as hell.
Dude, it is goofy. It's stupid funny, but it is still very funny. And it's almost
it's that Comedy Central stupid funny. Like, it's a very special type of funny. Don't tune into that thinking.
But for those who haven't seen it, it's the most literally they found the most, like the U.S. Army or government or whatever found literally the most average person in the entire country, literally the most average person physically, intelligence wise, and then another person as well, froze them for 500 years, and then a year later they like scrap the project, forget about it, and they wake up 500 years in the future, and they're like by far the most intelligent people in the world. Like, not even like the stupidest person alive now would be the most intelligent person in this universe. It's hilarious. Terry Crews is the president of the United States in this movie.
It's fucking hilarious. And he wears like an open fucking American flag fucking tank top cut off. Like, it's
what's
electric.
his full name?
It's electric.
It's like President Mountain Dew something Camacho or something like that.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
So stupid. Carry on.
I will carry on here. Speaking of futuristic movies, my friend, one that may have relation to Closer to the Future. Which Steven Spielberg movie has various references to The Iron Giant, Tron, The Shining, Back to the Future, and Lord of the Rings?
It's a Spielberg flick? You
Set
just
in
got
the
my
future.
head in like a million fucking different spots saying all these fucking movies. Like, holy cow. And
It is a movie set in the future that-
it references all of those movies in that movie?
Because it is a futuristic movie, and those are some
About
it,
those
like,
movies?
uses- it is a movie set in the future. They use a lot of nostalgia in those movies, or in this movie, excuse me. And these movies are like part of the like nostalgia triggering. When you we've talked about this movie recently, and it's gonna like in your head, it's gonna go
Inception?
no.
That's not. I don't think that's Stephen King. I don't know, dude.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Okay, it's based off of a book. There's a video game aspect to it.
Oh, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Fuck, I didn't really know. Yeah, you, me, and fucking Ready Player One land over there on Saturday night. Fucking into Central Land. Oh shit. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that. Holy fucking shit. I'll write that down. Yo, shit. No, damn. It's been a long time since I've seen Ready Player One. I guess I didn't really realize that all that shit was in there. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, pulls off nostalgia. I probably could have given off more as far as specifics in video games, I guess, but I didn't want to. And then like the way this question was posed, like the answer, it gave like a goofy, like in parentheses, like basically like future of the metaverse or something along those lines. The
Bingo.
teaser for the metaverse.
Bingo.
The teaser
I
for the
love
metaverse.
a
And I was
meta
like,
girl inside a metaverse. She pulled me out of earth like this. Hey, shout out my guy Sammy Arianga. My guy, February the 11th, that drops. Meta girl, can't fucking wait, dude. It's a banger. Continue on, sir.
That's all I got for trivia, my man. What was the movie you just had that you were gonna say?
It is called, stop me if you've seen it, Powder.
Powder. I believe I've seen Powder, right?
I don't think you've seen Powder. I think it's because
No, I haven't seen
I've
Powder.
told you about it when we were sitting here before.
Okay.
Now you think Powder, you go, oh, Colt's wanting us to watch the old cocaine movie. Yeah, get a little bit of that Colombian Bam Bam. I go snowing a little, skiing down the slopes. No, that's not what it's about. Powder will be nothing what you anticipated about. I can't tell you honestly what it's about, or it will ruin the entire fucking movie. It's 1990s, late 1980s, early 1990s, somewhere in that
95.
ballpark. 90. Okay, yeah, that year we were born. So 95. I first got introduced to this movie. Shout out Martin Call, my senior year psychology teacher at Oak Hall Valley High School, Bethany, Illinois. Shout the fuck out. One of the coolest down to earth motherfuckers on the planet. What pretty much got me into this mindset of like psychology and a lot of that others. What got me really loving psychology. And this movie, dude, it's all about like telekinesis, kind of, and I don't know. This kid's got fucking special powers, and without, like, literally anything I tell you about him will just ruin the whole fucking movie. Like, I'm telling you, you have to watch Powder. You will get into the first scene, and you'll be sitting like, what in the world is going on? And then before you know it, that 2.5-hour movie has clipped by, and your hands are grabbing onto your fucking side of your couch or your chair, and you look at whoever you just watched it with like, what was that? That's not what I had anticipated at all. I mean, absolutely electric. One of my favorite movies of all time, Powder, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I hadn't mentioned that one before. Oh, Powder.
You've definitely mentioned it to me for sure.
Yeah.
You said Powder, and I was, for whatever reason, it clicked like Blow, clicked them out. Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Whoa, hey, that's also another good one. That's
also a good one.
That's vintage JD and Penelope Cruz. Shout out my mom.
Oh, yeah.
My mom's favorite actor on the planet, little Johnny Depp there. Pirates of the Caribbean, also. Haven't watched those in a long time. Shout out Johnny Depp. My favorite Johnny Depp movie, though, Black Window. Or maybe it's not Black. What the fuck is it called? Or Secret Window. That motherfucker. Whoo! You want to talk about a movie that'll blow your socks off? Watch Secret Window by Johnny Depp. I think that's right around like 2000s. Like that's an older one. That's like not old, but it's an older one. Yeah, Secret Window's fucking. Ooh. It's intense. It's intense, boy, like a circus, you know. Boom. Making myself laugh over here. All right. Well, keeping it moving, keeping it grooving. Let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I am very interested to see what the other young man looks like that caused Mr. A.K. Alvin Kamara to find himself behind bars over the weekend. Don't want to speculate or get into that, or we don't like to talk about the negativity. And, oh my gosh, did you hear what Alvin Kamara did? Because I got a laundry list of more shit that I've done that I have no room to fucking judge him. But, man, what? Battery causing severe bodily harm? He must have fucked somebody up, boy. I'm talking about fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
I mean, the story will come out. Like, we'll know if, like, he was at a club. I'm guessing if he was in Vegas, somebody's at a club, somebody's talking shit, just kept egging him. Because he's a smart guy. He's a fucking brilliant guy. He's a brilliant fucking kid. He would never do some shit like that. So it's just, there had to be something popping off, something crazy, and he just snapped. He snapped. And, like, there's some guys that can throw one punch, and it's cool. And then there's other guys that, like, hey, I'm going to beat the piss out of this dude until he can't touch me anymore. So, and I think that might have been what we saw. And unfortunately, you're one of the biggest well-known running backs in the NFL, and then that just fucking son of a bitch. You're a regular guy. They stick you in the fucking drunk tank for the fucking night. You go fucking show up in court in fucking whatever county it is. Ooh, yeehaw, here's your little misdemeanor battery. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, whatever. But oh man, that's so bad. He could be in some serious trouble, especially with the NFL.
Yeah, it didn't sound good. Didn't sound good, but I got the same sense as you, man.
And it could be even worse for him, dude, because, like, New Orleans, head coaching, what the fuck's going on there? Like, there's already, like, nonsense going on inside the building going in here into 2022. Also surrounding the entire quarterback situation and are they going with famous Jameis? Are they going to go Simeon? Are they going to go Hill? What the hell are they going to do here into 2022, 23? I don't know, and now that just complicates the whole puzzle, my friend. So I don't know. I can see you furiously trying to read it over there, trying to see if you can get any information you can talk about. But I just, I don't think there's going to be anything out that you can really find right now.
I was just seeing if there's any new. Was he playing in the Pro Bowl yesterday?
See, I don't know. That's what really puzzled
me.
Like, I think
because I know you and I didn't watch a second of that damn thing,
that.
so I have no idea. I think so because I see a picture or two with him in a Pro Bowl uniform. Don't know if that's old or not though.
So he would have. Yeah, I would have met. Yeah, I didn't watch. I mean, I didn't even turn on the channel, dude. Like, I didn't even turn on the channel. Like, I do not care about the Pro Bowl. At all. I do not care. Didn't watch any of the skill stuff. I do not care. But yeah, it's very weird, very bizarre. Either way, you know the news. You know it is what it is. Certain things happen in this life, but T's and P's to AK, or if he really fucked up and did something bad, T's and P's to the other guy and made justice be served to the full extent. Either way, there you go, there you have. Off of that rabbit hole. Now, before we before we dive into any other rabbit holes and a little motivation minutes, stuff like that, yada, the TTL announcements, maybe some other sports news. Who knows what the hell's going on? The world of NFTs, we always seem to fall into that too. Can't really say. Don't really want to go too far down the rabbit hole, or else I might slip and stumble and fucking fall and let some stupid shit come out of my mouth that shouldn't yet. But your boys got some pretty big news. Your boys are pretty damn excited right now. Your boys are just gonna keep it cool. We're cool. Hey, cool as cucumber. Cool as cucumber. Everything's all good. No problem. No harm. No. But we are freaking the fuck out. We are excited as shit. But hey, we're good. We're good. Everything's all cool. Don't worry. Everything's all cool. Everything is all good. A-okay in the hood over here. Now, why I mentioned this, we got a pretty serious opportunity. Me and old Mags, and we won't tell you about the opportunity. We won't tell you what the fuck we're doing. Wait. The Talking the Line podcast and everything you know is TTL ain't going nowhere. Everything you know is Talking the Line sports media will still be the same. But we'll be growing, we'll be expanding, we'll be able to start running down this old hallway and start diving through doors. And why I mention all of this is it's because of you guys. Because you guys allow us to keep showing up every day. You allow us to keep giving our passion every day. And I can't thank you guys enough. I know I can speak for Mags, but we got afforded this opportunity because you guys allow us to take some of your time and give us the opportunity to share our thoughts and our opinions and our analysis and dive into rabbit holes. And I know I'm off the cuff. I know I'm outside of the box. I know I'm not the typical average normal human being. And, I fought that for a long time in my life. And a lot of people used to call me cocky or arrogant. It's confidence. Sorry, I come on and I'm confident about certain things, or I really thought that I didn't give a shit what people think, and I really did. And then I found this calling and found podcasting and sports gambling and everything we've been able to, and the amount of fulfillment that I have found in this space, and I know I can speak for Mags on this too, is something that no paycheck would ever bring me, something that no monetary value could ever place on my heart. And I hope that's something that you guys can find in your life sometime or sooner rather than later. And if you are, I always talk about it, you are chasing that dream, you are chasing that passion, go after it. Because I talked about it over a year and a half ago, that as long as you just keep chasing your dreams, you chase your passion, you get up every day with a passion, with the fulfillment, with the drive, with the fire, and you just go to work, things start clipping. Because those future plans are all out there. Those future gifts are all out there. As long as you keep moving and keep grooving, they're going to come. So I wanted to take some time to focus on our present gifts, because I think there's going to be some future gifts that are going to be absolutely fucking insane that nobody's even prepared for right now and are going to knock some socks off when we are able to say some stuff. But I wanted to take some time to be grateful for this present moment and the last year and a half and the growth that we've seen as TTL, what we've been able to do, again, because of you guys, because of you guys stopping by, doing what you do, hammering in our plays, liking our shit, subscriptions, views, everything all in between. I mean, you have allowed the both of us to really grow in this space and grow TTL in this space too. So, again, huge news, kind of fucking comical, to tell you the truth. I still can't believe it. You guys, they watch the show. They know we're talking about this right now. Appreciate the fuck out of you guys. We cannot wait to take this damn thing to the moon. We're just, Mags, any thoughts without spilling the beans, stumbling over yourselves? Any thanks, anything's in between? I don't want to speak for you.
I mean, you spoke fantastically for the both of us. Some people are letting the outdoor cats inside, so to speak. And, we're going to make ourselves at home. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, that's for certain. A couple outdoor cats for sure. So, like where your head's at, Mags. But again, thank you to all of you guys. I just want to take an opportunity to say that, because we'll have some stuff rolling out next few weeks, months, years, everything all in between. We ain't going nowhere. It looks like we've kind of solidified ourselves. Let me sneak into the industry here. So hey, we're here. We ain't going nowhere. Just keep stopping by, and we'll keep updating you along the way. So. There you go. There you have it. Outside of that, let's see here. Speaking of old Ready Player One, was in Decentraland over the weekend.
Yeah.
Doing a little exploring. If you saw my Twitter, you said, "Your boy, what the hell? He's in Decentraland." Yes, I certainly was. There was a live concert. It was my guy Sammy Arianga. Shout out! That was so cool. First time I'd ever been in a metaverse. First time I'd ever been in something like that, and it was fucking insane. It made all these NFTs and everything else like make even more sense, and it absolutely blew my mind. So, hey, if you see me in a spaces, or you see me connecting back and forth, like you see me with the Brew Crew all the time, or C-Bombs, or whoever the hell it might be, like don't be afraid to ask. Like if you want to know a little something, like I promise you, like we don't bite. We're pretty fucking cool people, and the NFT game is a boatload of fun. And if you are a degenerate, which I'm guessing you fucking are, tuning into this show, you will degen out over NFTs like it is nobody's business. I promise you. Once you start understanding the whole world outside of just minting them, and like what actually floor price means, and why actually things are set the way they are, and oh my goodness, I mean, it's too much to even continue to explain here with this little bit of time we got. But I tell you what, a couple of things that I would get familiar with would be metaverse, would be NFTs, would be DAOs, DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations, DeFi, decentralized finance. I would get familiar with. If you are an artist of any type, I would, or maybe, hey, you make furniture in the real world. I don't know who the fuck would listen to this or anything, but if you make like some type of furniture or some type of utility that people use in the real world, maybe start figuring out a way to make that into the metaverse, because those jobs are going to be in high demand. There's not going to be a lot of supply of them. I can assure you of that. There's a whole other realm going on, partner. I've been going down some rabbit holes, jotting some notes about a TTL NFT. Who the hell knows? There's a lot of utility we could offer our fans if they wanted to buy into a little project. I don't know, partner. This whole world is crazy. Web3 is bananas. I'm bananas for jumping into it as deep as I have, but I absolutely love every second of it. If you got any questions, just ask me. That's all I know. I wrote down Decentraland because we talked about Ready Player One. I just wanted to mention it. So
No, 100%.
more people need to hop in, man.
Said.
Yeah, more people need to hop in, man. I'm telling you, it is an absolute blast, and it takes, do your own research, take some time, do some stuff, but you need kind of point it in a direction to check it out for sure. I got you back, don't you worry. So there you go, there you have it. Shout out my Brew Crew too, as well, if any of you tuning in here today. Outside of that, partner, nothing else I got major here. I got a couple of TTL announcements, but anything else you got on your end of the world?
Lovie Smith back in the NFL? Question mark.
Quite possibly. The old Houston Texans, huh?
Looks like it, man. I mean, that's still, I don't know. I'm seeing B-Flow's name being mentioned in these circles, man. I don't know. I mean, Lovie Smith, like, he's got more credibility than David Culley, but doesn't that just kind of seem like instead of a 1-year deal, that kind of seems like a 2-3 year deal? Like, not quite a total dumpster fire team here for the next year, but still pretty rebuilding. Like, get us a little legitimacy in Lovie Smith type of deal. Like, he ain't.
I lived through Lovie Smith.
Promised land.
I lived through Lovie Smith as a Chicago Bears fan, then lived through him as a University of Fighting Illini fan, college football. And then now he's going to come back to no. Cool. Do what you got to do, Texans, but you are going to be a dumpster fire for the foreseeable future. Who knows? They still haven't shook out the whole Deshaun Watson stuff. Josh McCown might be the starter out of nowhere next year. Like, I don't know what's all going to be happening, Mag. So, hey, that would just be the proverbial gas or kerosene, diesel fuel, whatever you will, on top of that dumpster fire right now. So, hey, let it burn down there in Houston. Who cares?
Honestly, though, dude, I mean, like, why wouldn't you go to, like, a young coach? You slipped up a little bit there. Said Josh McCown might. Sorry, I think you meant Davis Mills for sure as far as QB. Josh McCown.
No, I said Josh McCown. People have been talking about he might get the starting job. Like, and then also he might also go into the coaching. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on down there.
Seriously?
Yes, bro. There's like all types of crazy shit, and he also might then go coaching. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
I didn't hear any of this quarterbacking stuff.
It's
oh my
all
gosh.
over the map, dude. It's all over the map. And I could.
Why wouldn't you? I feel like they should just take a swing at him as coach as opposed to Lovie Smith, though, is what I was saying.
I don't know. Last I heard, unless I could be totally off base, last I heard there was still talks of him still slotting in a quarterback. Now, I don't know. Starting, who knows? Not starting Davis Mills. I don't know. Coach, I don't know. All I know is it's a mess and a half down in Houston, Texas, and I got no interest in trying to figure out what the hell they're doing down there, dude. I don't even know if we see Deshaun. I don't even know if we see him next year. Like, I almost start to feel like he's expired goods at this point. Like,
Who knows?
I know he's
dude?
one
I
of your
don't wanna
favorite
try.
players in the entire league, and you hate to see that, but I don't think he's going to be the same when he comes back. I just don't. Or if he does.
If he does, exactly. That's the part I'm not trying to deduct, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Well, outside of that, no major news on my side of things. Let's see here. Got Wise Words, we're recording today, Season 2, Episode number 10. That'll be the final episode of Season 2. I said at the beginning of the show, but this is the first version 2 that we're doing, so it'll be featuring a previous guest that we've had on. And this time around, it'll be less of the, hey, who are you, what's your best betting advice, stuff like that. We're going to talk about current sports and the current markets we're finding value in. So all Super Bowl props, picks. We'll dive into college basketball. We'll dive into NBA, a little bit of hockey. Of course, we'll get into plenty of rabbit holes, maybe some life advice too. I don't know. Now that we're good friends, we've got a great relationship, we can just totally go into any rabbit hole we so well please. So we'll have that up on tap on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, recording that today. That, again, will be the final episode of Season 2. Probably take a week off in between then and then start Season 3, Episode 1. I do believe we got the guest secured for that, so we'll start that 2 weeks after that. So stay tuned for all of those updates, everything in between. No college basketball blog for me today. We'll be obviously recording Wise Words. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday is when I've officially decided I'll be doing those. So no Monday or Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Just too much on Mondays with the recording and going on mid-market report on Thursdays with Jeff. I talk about it anyway. So there you go with that. Mags might be bringing some golf blog to the airwaves here soon. Not doing too terrible. About break even. A little bit better with some of those plus money Pauly cashes here now. So break even record-wise, but still up units. So maybe you see that here soon. Who the hell knows? If you want more TTL content, everything in between, stay locked in to our Twitter, The Daily Show, or visit this episode's description, the Talking the Line link tree down at the bottom, or you can just go to talkingtheline.com for everything TTL crew and beyond. All right, one more time, partner, before I get us out of here with some motivation minutes. Anything else you got, my friend?
No, sir. I got to imagine today's going to be kind of all quiet on the front. And the closer we get to the Super Bowl, I have to imagine there's going to be some type of bomb. Not even about the Super Bowl, but someone's going to try and steal this news away from the Super Bowl in the NFL over the next couple of days is my prediction here. But we got nothing today, though, so far.
Generally how it shakes out. But I think that B-Flow made his move a week too early. So that was like supposed to be the whole hot news here this week. So I don't know. Maybe that's my prediction. Maybe that's the hot news, and we ain't got no other hot news, but I don't know. Maybe something else comes out. Who knows?
Maybe
Who's
a
to
certain
say?
quarterback might try and steal the spotlight. Who knows? I don't know.
You are way too delusional for yourself, my friend. You got to stop getting too high and too low with these, because then you're gonna start coming on the show once he ain't a fucking Green Bay Packer, and you just. My best bets of the day today, because Aaron Rodgers is no longer my quarterback, and I'm so depressed about life, and I'm going to be a losing football club for the next 10 years. It's so stupid. I don't need it, dude. I don't need it. We don't need it.
Have it.
I think you're delusional as all hell. I think you're delusional, my man. I think he's going to retire before he comes back to Green Bay or goes anywhere else. There's no reason. You guys aren't going back to the Super Bowl. If you didn't do it the last 3 fucking years, you guys aren't going to do it. There's no more. One more time. One more time. Yeah, you just want one more time. It's all good. You just want one more time as a delusional fan. That's that delusional Green Bay Packers fan look you get every single time we start talking about your Packers, your Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it's this year, dude. We're going back. Look, timestamp this bitch right now. September the 7th, 2022. I guarantee you're on top of the moon saying the Packers are going to the Super Bowl and they're going to run it out. Aaron Rodgers is back on top, and then you're going to lose it in the friggin' NFC Championship game once again.
Hey, I'll take that alternative as to what you deal with on a yearly basis, my friend.
Hey, it's fine. You can keep doing that all you want, but you'll have to deal with Jordan Love's in the shit stick of an organization after, all the money that's in one location has to be figured out to allocated to actually bring in good talent, not just, we'll slot this guy in, maybe he'll slot in, and, we don't have a quarterback that can actually throw balls anymore, so, oh, no, man, what do we do? Oh, no. Oh, bottom of the NFC North. Shucky darn. Shucky darn. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It sounds like it's a bad time to be a Green Bay Packers fan, but, oh, shit. Whoa, I can hear him now. Damn, I hear Packers fans screaming off in the distance. There must have been some bad news come out today. Who knows?
Going on the north, huh?
I can't wait until this news comes out today, and it just absolutely obliterates that look off of your face. No, this week, who cares? I can't wait, dude, because you are going to be so low. Like, you are, like, dude, you are just so delusional about this. Like,
so 0% chance
for the last
coming back
5
for you?
years. For the last 5 years, no, there's no 0% chance. I don't give a shit how many fucking percent chance there is. You've been delusional like this for the last fucking decade, and there ain't been a Super Bowl in the last decade.
I've had a lot
Tired
more
of seeing
fun
that
year
look
over
as a
year,
Bears
dude.
fan. I'm tired of it. Damn it.
I think you just see next year, the 2 times a year, maybe the Bears will be a little bit better, and then they come couple 2 times meeting and ruins your damn season. I think I see deep down what you got going on.
I'm done. I cannot wait until your Packers suck, and I don't have to see that stupid, smart-ass look on your face anymore when we talk about fucking Aaron Rodgers in the stupid cheese land. I hate that team so much. Gosh, makes my blood boil.
Oh, actually, legitimate news about that fucking team. Mr. Rich Bisaccia is coming to town as a special teams coordinator, baby.
At least somebody will fix your fucking special teams. If nothing else, your whole team will be shit, but you have a good special teams. If nothing else. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, just
okay.
Little improvement. We'll be all right.
I hate the Packers so much. I don't hate you, but I hate the Packers a lot. A lot. Okay, I digress. That's all. That does it from me. Anything else besides Packers news that we can? Anything else you need? I hesitate to ask, but anything else you got besides stupid Packers news?
No, I got nothing.
Okay, terrific. Then with that being said, my friends, it's time to put away the knives, put away the pitchforks, the torches, whatever we got. Bring it back to us a little bit. Spread some positivity, spread some good vibes with my motivation minutes. All right, my friends. First of the 2 John Wooden quotes of the week. This one is short and sweet, pretty simple. I talk about this a lot. Been talking about it a lot recently as far as this present moment being a gift and the future not really mattering, the present not really, or the past not really mattering. And today's quote of the day from the legendary John Wooden: "Today is the only day. Yesterday is gone." Today is the only day. Yesterday is gone. And I mean, there's really not much more I need to add to that, my friends. I talk about it all the time, and I'll say it again. I mean, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today's a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And really, the only thing you have control over is that. The next one. That's all you got. The next one and the next step. That's about it. The next moment. Stop worrying about the next minute, the next hour, the next 30 hours, 24 hours, week, month, year. Who cares? Because I guarantee you, and it's something I had to come to terms with, is that the umpteen million different scenarios that you can play out in your head about tomorrow, next week, next year, whatever the case might be, generally will not even be close to how it shakes out at all. And I'm actually currently living through one of those moments here right at this current present moment. And I can promise you, my friends, the more that you just worry about today and you worry about getting you right, getting the outside or the inside right and the outside, allowing it to follow along, the more you just worry about that, the more everything just starts to kind of clip and put itself into place. And the more you worry about what other people think or what other people might be doing tomorrow or whatever the case might be, it clutters everything up, and it just makes it makes today even more messy. And you know, to kind of quote a Bible verse, I can't think of off the top of my head what the verse is, but don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has its own worries. Today has enough problems of its own. And that's so true. Today has enough of its own problems. Don't add on tomorrow's problems and the next year's problems and yesterday's problems, and then all of a sudden you're spinning on all these problems, and then you got the real problems for today in your lap, and then you're all over the map, and your ears are about to pop off, and your eyeballs are shooting out of your head, and your brain's oozing out of your nose. You don't need that. You don't need that in your life. Take some time. Relax. Slow down. Just worry about today and only today. So I don't waste a whole bunch more hot breath. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Today is the only day. Yesterday is gone. And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day.
I'd say that's a pretty good quote to start off the week, my friend.
Today's the only day. Yesterday is gone. You better believe it, dude. Well, hey, I guess you ain't got no major feedback, so there you go. There you have it. My motivation minutes of the day. Outside of that, dude, I got nothing else major here. 28 minutes after the top of the hour, I was doing one final little flick through to see if we got anything major here. Nope, looks like everything is good working order. Any news you're seeing on your side of the screen, partner?
Let's see. The Cubs are in talks to launch a direct-to-fan streaming service for $18 a month. Huh.
It's because they can't get fans in the damn fucking stupid-ass Ricketts. It's because they can't get fans in the fucking stadium, dude. First they do marquee, and now we're going to do a direct-to-fan streaming service? S my D, dude. S my D.
They got a lot of big old money projects going on over there, man.
Big old money projects for sure. That seem to be doing a whole lot of nada. That seem to be just fucking lining pockets of other people instead of putting a fucking product on the field.
Yeah,
hey, let's make it another 108 years. Yeehaw. It's real great as a fan. You know, it's great to see as a fan for sure.
100%. I mean, they're at least putting themselves in a spot where like they can't cry poor as far as what we're talking about as far as putting products on the table.
100%. And when it comes around to the time where everybody's bashing Ricketts' head in, come free agency. Oh, I'm not going to spend them. Oh, what about that new sports book you just built on top of Wrigley Field? How about that? What's up with that? Where's all the money for that thing going? Why don't we get some? Yeah, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole because I've already thought about it. And I'm just you for Ricketts.
Let's get our damn season online so we can actually figure out if they're going to spend some money for their first place.
Are we even going to have MLB, or is that not going to be a non-existent thing? I don't know what's even going to go on that front, too. So it's a wild time to be a sports fan, my friend, as it always is. But most importantly, a fan of the MLB because, oh, boy, who knows if we'll even – it's still no spring training from the way everything's shaking out, right?
I was just hearing stuff that said, like, chances are, like, we're going to get pushed back on just about everything, at least a little bit. That's the last thing I heard. Hopefully that's, like, more threatening type stuff so they get their shit together as opposed to reality. I don't know.
I would hope, but we will have to wait and see. I can't give you any official information, so we'll see what the hell happens. We'll follow it, and hopefully we'll be ready to go by pitchers and catchers because, boy, oh, boy, am I ready to get my lick back on MLB. I'm ready.
Not only that, but the next 5 years of Cubs Sox baseball, in my opinion, are going to be fucking legit.
Yeah, I'm pretty doggone excited. For the old Windy City. What's happening, man? Especially, even like going to a Sox game. As much as I hate the Sox, like, dude, going to guaranteed rate and just being in that environment, like, I can't wait to go back to a game. 100%. All right, before we get down any more MLB rabbit holes or any other stuff, there you go. There you have it. That sure seems like an episode of the TTL Pod here today, my friends. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, from myself and Mags. Thank you guys so much once again for choosing to stop by episode 218 of the TTL Pod and every episode that you decide to stop by for that matter. Again, thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for your views, your likes, your follows, your shares, your subscriptions, your retweets, your comments, everything in between. It has afforded us some amazing opportunities and allowing us to continue to send this TTL rocket ship straight to the moon. And then after that to Saturn, then Uranus, then Pluto. And who knows where the hell after that. We're going all the way around the damn Milky Way, baby. That was the plan from the jump. And we are finally going out of the damn atmosphere. But it's because of each and every one of you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing it with us. And thank you for allowing a couple of goobers to talk some bets and dive into some rabbit holes with you on the daily. But for now, we hope you have a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. Make sure you get all of today's best bets of the day locked in from the TTL crew so you can say right with us at the end of every single show. Let's cash some tickets.